Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a FIFA Millionaire, the quiz show that can make you, the audience, a FIFA Millionaire in just 15 questions. In the previous episode we did have Curtis Morton, obviously not an active FIFA YouTuber now, but still I think he did quite well for saying he's not active in the scene. He really did show his FIFA knowledge and did quite well indeed. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes as well, make sure you go back and watch them, of course. I am recording this just after Derby County have secured championship status in the league on the final day against Sheffield Wednesday. I'm amazed. You know when it was 1-0 down at half time, I was like, that's it, Derby, League One. Let's have a look at like Oxford away, Plymouth away and stuff like that. But no, somehow, I don't know how, we've scored 3 goals in the game and we've stayed in the league. So that's football, at times it does amaze you. But yeah, let's not ramble on about Derby. Shall we find out who today's contestant is? Let's play Who Wants to Be a FIFA Millionaire. Today in the hot seat we have a FIFA YouTuber and streamer from Leicester in England. He cuts his own hair, which is quite handy over lockdown, I must say. It is the one and only Scott.
How's it going, everybody? It's a great intro, I've got to say. The most fascinating thing about me. Look at it. It's great. What does everyone think?
I think it's quite good to be able to do, especially over this last year where it's been pretty open and shut kind of thing with the barbers.
Exactly.
There was points where, I don't know, just my hair was awful during these videos, but at least it's acceptable now. Maybe it's not the coolest haircut in the world, but it does a job for me.
I love how that's what you go for. Acceptable. Not good, not cool, just it'll do. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you've been in the scene for quite a while now, Scott, and I'm sure you've got a lot of FIFA knowledge. What would you say is your kind of weakness? What's your not area that you know that much about?
I would probably go with the very, very start of Ultimate Team. I don't know basically anything about. I think I went bankrupt in FIFA 09 and FIFA 10 because I didn't understand how the game mode worked. So I don't know anything about those. 11 through 14, the golden years. I think that might be
they were the golden years.
But I don't know. Until the questions come up, you think, yeah, I know a lot of FIFA. But then something will crop up that seems really simple and then just you're out of it. So here's hoping that it's a Slumdog situation and somehow we just know everything. But
I've never actually watched Slumdog Millionaire before.
Wow.
Just like seeing I do this series. I don't know why I've not seen it as well, because I really like what's his name, the director, Danny Boyle. There we go.
Yes, that's the one.
Danny Boyle films, like Trainspotting and all that.
Yeah, it's really good. And as you say,
maybe I'll watch it tonight.
You should do it because
yeah,
maybe you could squeeze in a question that might be in someone's history if they remember it. Just as a cheeky one. I don't know.
I do like to do like questions related to the guest in a way sometimes. Certain things just line up.
Oh, as I've said to you off I guess recording, I'm not that scared about doing awful. I just don't want to be a meme because you have people that come on this series and whether it's the right or wrong answer, their working out just becomes in a Danny Aaron's video basically every single week. So if I can avoid that, I've done well. Basically, that's my aim.
Yeah, it's just trying to keep your pride. I think that's what these videos are
about.
There's no
and dignity. That's what I want after this. So, if I can do well for the people and get some giveaways going, sick. I hope that I can do well. But
okay, 15 questions, 3 lifelines are possible, 100,000 FIFA points. Best of luck, Scott. Let's play Who Wants to Be a FIFA Millionaire. Question number 1 is for 100 FIFA points. Which of the following Team of the Season players have the same surname as a FIFA YouTuber? Is it A, Max Aarons, B, Leon Bailey, C, George Grant, or D, Harvey Barnes? It might be Jorge Grant, I'm not going to lie.
Does anyone really care? It's the guy that you pack and you don't want, basically. Well, unless there's any other YouTubers that I'm not aware of, then I will go
That's the thing about this question. I don't know if there are other people with these surnames.
If there are, they're going to be very upset that you've just not counted them at all. I think I'll go with the brother from another mother of Danny Aaron's. I'll go with Max Aarons of Norwich. Final answer.
We did do a video on Scott's channel. If you haven't checked it out already, go over there. It was on Leon Bailey Super Squad, so make sure you do go check that out, of course. And you do have the correct answer. Well done, Scott. That's a good way to kick it off, I think. Little bit of a different question, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
I think as soon as I saw that Aaron's in the team, I was like, got to relate that back to Danny somehow.
Of course. You'd have it no other way. I'm sure he'd appreciate it as well. So.
Question number 2 is for 200 FIFA points. What rating is Player of the Month Iheanacho on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team? Is it A, 84, B, 86, C, 88, or D, 90?
It should be D, if we're being realistic. However, he went from a silver to an 86 in the space of like 2.5 weeks, which is mad. So that's my final answer.
He is a Leicester fan.
I am.
And he does have the correct answer, well done.
Thank you.
It would have been quite awkward
Imagine if I get that wrong.
I think he got an Inform 81, was it? And then he got the 86 Player of the Month,
He
basically.
got an Inform, he got an 83 Man of the Match, and then
That was
his
it,
Player
Man
of
of
the
the
Month. And he's, I mean, by the time this video comes out, he may have a second one.
Yeah, that's actually true. Would be about 88, I think. I'm not
like
too
that.
sure how it works.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know if he
with the
gets a double
upgrades.
boost or one, but yeah, there you go.
Question number 3 is for 300 FIFA points. Which of the following players has this dynamic image on his Team of the Season card? Is it A, Powell, B, Honeyman, C, Hughes, or D, J? DJ.
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 I will go with the one and the only, Will Hughes. Final answer. That is a cool question. This was bigged up, by the way, for people watching off stream. It was like, I've got a new style of question. I'm excited to show it. It's cool.
I thought I'd make it rather easy for the first one, but I think this is a new kind of way we could take this forwards, is do more visual-based questions. So I think with dynamic images, flags, and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could even do like dynamic image of like what card it was from. For example, like Rashford probably has like 4 or 5 cards with dynamic images.
Yeah.
That could be a really hard one if you choose one and ask which card it's from. So there's potential here.
A lot of potential.
Yeah.
And you do have the correct answer. Well done. I don't know, because it's like EFL players. I'm not too sure how well you knew the league and what Team of the Season cards there were.
I did a video with Tom on Saar, so I've looked at all his strong links, and there he is. So there you go.
Will Hullet, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
Question number 4 is for 500 FIFA points. On FIFA 14, Goulam changed nation from France to which African nation? Is it A, Algeria, B, Nigeria, C, Ivory Coast, or D, DR Congo?
This is one of those where you think you know it, you're fairly certain you know it, but what if you're wrong?
And then you're doubting yourself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Goulam, yeah?
Yep, Goulam.
He's Algerian, right? He has to be Algerian. I'm gonna... What were the options again? Just to double check.
Yep, Algeria, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, DR Congo.
Goulam is Algerian. Final answer.
And that is the correct answer. Well done. I thought I'd give you a bit of an easier nation change one. I think there's a few out there. I think French to Algeria, there's actually quite a few. I think there's Mahrez and several.
There are.
I think even Benzema technically could have played for Algeria.
I think you're right there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few French-Algerian players that have gone one way or the other. So, yeah, thankfully we get that one right there.
Question number 5 is for 750 FIFA points. Which of the following Team of the Season SBC players were released first? Is it A, Digne, B, Sarr, C, Chiesa, or D, Zapata?
I was begging that you put Chiesa in there. Otherwise, I might have got thrown off a little bit because I didn't know who came first out of the other ones. But it's definitely Chiesa. Came out on the first day of Team of the Season. Decent little SBC. Final answer.
And that is the correct answer. Well done. I've actually not done him yet. Same as Zapata, and I've only done Sarr out of those 4, so yeah. I've not exactly experienced much of him.
He's good. He's decent. He's not the cheapest compared to someone like Sarr, but not as overpriced as others either, so not bad.
Question number 6 is for 1,000 FIFA points. You get this one correct, you're guaranteed 1,000. You got all 3 lifelines as well, so if you need that extra bit of help, it's there if you need it.
Okay.
Before becoming an icon, who was the final team Kaka played for on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team? Is it A, AC Milan, B, Real Madrid, C, Sao Paulo, or D, Orlando City?
unless you're going mental, then it's Orlando. I'm fairly certain. Unless he went back to Sao Paulo for a year, but I don't even think they would have been in Ultimate Team because the Brazilian League is in the game but isn't in the game at the same time for years. So I'm going to go Orlando, final answer.
You had all 3 lifelines.
I did.
Are you going to homeless penguin it and not get a guaranteed 1,000?
I really hope not.
You do have the correct answer. It is Orlando City. Yeah, I think your logic of the Brazilian League getting removed, I think it was like FIFA 16, I want to say, that it was at Sao Paulo.
It's been ages, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can search for it every year.
It's been a very long time.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I think he had an end of era card at
that's
Orlando.
what I thought I was remembering, but then I didn't know if he randomly played a different club after that. I don't know. But hey, we got it. That's what matters.
Question number 7 is for 2,000 FIFA points. Sticking on the kind of end of era theme, which of the following icons never received an end of era card on any FIFA Ultimate Team? Is it A, Lampard, B, Gerrard, C, Cole, or D, Lahm?
Lampard, Gerrard, Cole, or Lahm? I'm pretty sure I know. Ooh. I think, yeah. Lampard got one at New York City, I think. Was that right? I might be getting this completely wrong. Lampard got one. Sorry, not Lampard. Gerrard got one at Galaxy. Lahm got his because he was holding up a trophy of some kind. I think it was 95 rated. I think actually Cole had a FUT Birthday towards the end of his career that was really good, but I don't think he got an end of an era. So I'm going to go with Cole as my final answer.
And that is the correct answer. Well done.
Stop doing that.
It's kind of strange. I like the pause.
It's horrible.
It's kind of strange that Lampard and Gerrard got their end of eras. I know they're like ending their career, but I would have put the end of era when they were at like Chelsea and Liverpool, because that's like the end of that era.
Yeah, it's not really an era that they've had in the MLS, is it? For like
it's
one
just
season.
like career era.
Yeah,
that's what I don't know.
Yeah,
EA are very strange with the way they give out like cards like that. I like that they've done the Bender brothers. I think that's a really good, good pair of SBCs, and it's just a little bit different. And speaking of the Bender brothers, we'll move on to the next question. The Bender brothers received an end of era card on this FIFA, but what other promo did they both receive a special card at the same time? Is it A, One to Watch, B, Scream, C, Footmas, or D, Shapeshifter?
Ooh, before you read out the options, I was thinking Scream. I feel like it's that. Shapeshifters is too recent. I don't think they both would have got one. What were the other ones as well?
One to Watch and Footmas.
I don't think they would have done that. I'm fairly certain it's Scream. Do I want to double check though, using a lifeline?
You don't want to swing, and if you're not 100%, that's my kind of motto. If you're not 100%, use a lifeline, because I think you're at the area now where you do kind of need to think about using lifelines, because if you do go wrong, then you drop down to 1,000.
Oh, how much faith do I have in my own memory and guts? That's the true question here. Because in my mind, I swear it's Scream. Can you run through them one more time?
Yep. One to Watch, Scream, Footmas, Shapeshifter.
I'm not having it as Shapeshifter. No chance. I'm not having it as Ones to Watch either. Would they have both got a Footmas? I don't think they did. I'm going to go with Scream. I'm going final answer.
You had all 3 lifelines, Scott.
I did.
Could have made sure. You do have the correct answer. It is Scream. Of course, both of them did receive Scream cards on FIFA 17, I think. I could be wrong. It might be 18.
Yeah. It's again,
yeah,
it's one of those. you feel like you know it before they come up, but then another option. That Footmas one threw me a little bit, but I don't know. I had to go with my gut. You're potentially only going to get one chance at winning 100k FIFA points, so sometimes you got to go for it.
Question number 9 is for 4,000 FIFA points. How many Belgian boards are there on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team?
Oh my god.
Is it A, 6, B, 8, C, 10, or D, 12? You can get your whiteboard, calm down if you want.
I was going to say, this might take a little bit.
I think this question is a nice one because it's doable, but it's just about remembering, because you can easily forget like one or two of them.
Right. Belgium.
Only 83s to 85s, basically. No like UCLs or whatever. Just gold cards.
As in just boards, not walkouts?
Not walkouts, so just looking for the boards.
Okay. That's a bit...
So no obviously De Bruyne, basically.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's made things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Because if it was walkouts, I'd feel more comfortable in getting that. But there are some players, I can't remember if they're like 85 or 86. Let's start off with Toby Alderweireld is 85. We've got Vertonghen is 83. Nainggolan is 83. Belgian players. What's Witsel this year? Is he 84? God. I think so. We'll write him down. I think we've got Casteels. I think he's 83. Who do you see when you search for Belgians? Mertens, I think, is 86. Torgan Hazard.
That's a good one to remember, Hazard, because obviously his brother.
Yeah. Eden Hazard is a walkout. Oh, goodness me. This is horrible.
How many have you got so far, Scott?
I've got 6. And the options were what? 6, 8, 10 and 12?
Yep.
Company.
Are you bang on the money already?
I don't think so.
Or are you missing a few?
I don't know. Let's go.
Because that's the thing, you got to remember the ratings.
Yeah.
And then you got to believe in yourself that you know for sure.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't think this is the kind of question I'd take a punt on if I'm not sure. I'd probably like 50-50 or use something. Goalkeepers, Belgian. You got Courtois. This isn't including informs and special cards at all, is it?
Just gold cards.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
No, that would be insane.
Random informed Belgian.
We've got Casteels. We've got.
That's a good one as well.
Right backs. Belgian right backs. Meunier. I don't believe, off the top of my head, that there are many, if any, more that are high rated. Centre backs. Alderweireld and Vertonghen. It's whether Company. I know Company's still a.
Company?
Still at Anderlecht. Yeah. Company. I don't know. See, that's a question mark one. I never see him, but then I feel like I would have packed him a ton of times since he's aboard. Maybe he's not even in the game. He might not be in the game. Maybe he was aboard last year at Anderlecht. I'm not sure. Left back, Belgians.
So how many have you got now? 7 or 8?
7 if Company's in one, but I don't know if he is. I can't think of any left backs. Left mid, right mid. Torgan Hazard is 1, definitely. Then other Belgian players. What do I normally put in other squad building series? That's all I've got to base this off of. Cam, CDM, centre mid, Nainggolan, Witsel.
You'd have all 3 lifelines if you need a bit of help, Scott.
I might 50-50 this, and if it comes out as like 12 and 6, then surely there's no way I'm missing 6 others. But then am I? What question are we on? How many people?
Question 9 for 4,000. So we are just over the halfway mark. So
Oh, this is... I hate this so much. It's really infuriating. I think I'm going to 50-50 this one.
So Scott's uses 50-50, and the two remaining answers are 6 and 8.
No! Why?
It's a 1 in 3, Scott. It is a painful thing when it does that. When I've got the 1 in 3 and it comes up with the the ones that you don't want. That's just.
Oh.
But I got it. Obviously, it's going to happen sometimes.
That's so sad.
I do feel for you. I do feel for you. So you got to get this. So how many you're at 7 at the minute?
7 if company exists. He can't exist. I would have seen his bald head so many times in pack openings. He can't be one.
So who are the other 6 that you've got?
We've got
at the
Toby and
minute,
Vertonghen as the centre backs. They're definitely boards. Casteels, Witsel, but I'm not actually too sure about this. I think he's an 84. Nainggolan, Torgan Hazard, strikers. Lukaku might be one. But he might be an 86 at the same time, or an 87. He might be really high rated. Oh, man. If I can think of another one on top of Lukaku...
Then you know it's not 6, and then
Yes,
sorted, basically.
exactly. Left-sided Belgiums. Hazard's had like 3 different cards on different sides of the pitch. The other Hazard is too high rated. De Bruyne is too high rated. Courtois is too high rated. I think Lukaku might be a walkout, I might take a punt at 6 here. And if I'm wrong, I might be a bit upset. But I feel like it's worth risking not using the other lifelines if I want to try and get far. So... I don't want to say it, but I'm going to go with 6.
You do have 2 more lifelines, Scott.
I know. Oh, if I get this wrong...
If you're not 100%...
I'm clearly not 100%, Luke. Otherwise I'd be saying an answer right now. Oh man, I don't know if I'm just having a complete brain freeze and forgetting someone really obvious that pops up in packs all the time as like an 83 rated keeper or something like that. But surely I'd remember them instantly. I'm going 6 final answer.
What? He's locked it in. He did have 2 more lifelines.
Good.
He believed... What rating did you believe Lukaku to be?
I think he's a walkout. I don't know. He might not be.
So you had 6. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And you believe you're right with that.
Yeah. And it's whether Lukaku's 85 or 86. I never see him, so I don't know.
And unfortunately for you, he is 85 rated. It was 8 as the correct answer. And you have fallen back down to 1,000 Scots. And I don't know. The 50-50's absolutely ruined you there. I'm not going to lie.
Who's the other one?
But yeah, Mertens. You said he was a walkout.
I thought he was 86. No,
he's 85. When you said that, and when you said company, I was like, "What's he on about company?"
I think it might have been last year. I swear, company was still a board.
Yeah, company was last year.
Yeah,
but yeah, this year he's a manager. But we do carry on with the quiz anyway, Scott. You got
I'm so disappointed.
Your pride. You can see if you can get these remaining questions correct.
Okay. Yeah.
You said you had the golden era knowledge, so let's see if you could put that to the test with this question. At which club was Fabrizio Miccoli first discovered on FIFA 13 Ultimate Team as a gem? Is it A, Juventus, B, Benfica, C, Palermo, I don't know, I can't even say that team for some reason, and D, Udinese?
Oh no, I hate you. Oh, I think it's C or D. I was going to go with C if you said some other random club instead of thingy.
Udinese is a bit random.
But I know there were a few. Di Natale, I think, was Udinese. That might be the one I'm thinking of. So Miccoli might have been whatever the
Palermo.
Yeah. I think
Palermo.
I think
There it is.
I think it's them. I think it's C.
C. Palermo.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And that is the correct answer. Well done, Scott. If only you switched those two around, you would have just got a bit further
Brilliant.
ahead. But then again, the pressure's off now, so it's a lot
Yeah, exactly.
rather easier at the same time.
This is where I get every other question right. This is going to be great, isn't it? Right, okay. Hit me with the next one. What would it have been?
Which of the following EFL Team of the Season players have the highest pace? Is it A. Ivan Toney, B. Buendia, C. Clark Harris, or DJ? DJ again.
Ooh.
So I've not put Saar in, who obviously has that 99 pace. So
yeah,
I thought
that'd be a bit too easy.
I thought I'd pull that one out and see if you know. I think he's the second highest. If that makes, I could have probably worded the question like that.
Yeah. So what we got? We got Tony as the first
Yep.
one. I think Tony's 90. Who was second?
Buendia.
Ooh, I've used that Buendia card as well. I think he's like 92. Who was third?
Clark Harris, the striker from Peterborough.
I've packed him as well. And then the fourth one
DJ.
was DJ. Clark Harris. It might be him. I'd be stuck between him and Buendia. And I'd go Clark Harris.
And that would have been the correct answer. Well done, Scott. It's funny how it works like that. Like as soon as you get the question wrong, the next few are just like kind of falling for you.
Yep, great.
But I don't know. I thought the Belgian boards one was like more easy because like I don't know.
Well, it should be.
I just feel like people should
I've
know.
probably packed them both tens of times.
Lukaku's actually quite a funny one because you never really pack him.
No, that's what I'm thinking. I never see him.
Yeah,
Mertens.
there's never.
I should know.
Both the Inter Milan strikers. To be fair, you never see Martinez as well.
Yeah, this is true. That's frustrating. Well,
question number 12 would have been for 12,000 FIFA points. If only you went for the 8, Scott, you could have been going for that 12,000 FIFA points right now.
I know.
Which of the following informs in the right forward position were released first?
Oh wow!
Is it A? There's actually only 4 on the game, so these are the 4, Scott. Is it A. Volland, B. Ilicic, C. Milaniavski, the Ukrainian from Atalanta, and D. Lucas Piazon?
Ooh, I don't know about that card at all. I didn't even know that existed.
There's technically 5 on the game, right forwards, because Ziyech has got a Champions League man of the match.
Wow.
Yeah, these are the only 4 informs.
That's tough. I think that definitely would have been my Ask the Audience on that one. Because
you can still do it if you want those extra bonus points for correct number of questions.
Oh, you know what? Let's do it.
So Scott's had to use his Ask the Audience for this question because he's not too sure, and we do have the results back in. With 11.5%, we do have Volland, Illich with 69.2%, Malinovsky with 11.5%, and Lucas Piazon with 7.7%. So what are you going to go for, Scott?
I guess I'll trust the audience. I'll go Ilicic. Again, I really don't know. It's a really hard
if you've
one.
not seen when these come out, then there's no way of knowing it.
No.
You do have the correct answer. Well done.
Well done, the audience.
Malinovsky is actually in this week's Team of the Week. Volland was like 2 Team of the Weeks ago.
Yeah, I knew Volland was
Piazon.
really recent, but yeah, I didn't see if that guy had one in the current one. So poor, but
at least you got the question correct for your pride.
True.
Question number 13 would have been for 25,000 FIFA points. Which of the following base gold FIFA 21 players have the highest stamina stat? Is it A. Kimmich, B. Robertson, C. Kante, or D. Darida?
Who the hell is that? Wow.
This is a hard question. I'm not going to lie.
That's very hard. I feel like Kante is the bait option, but then is that because that is the right option? Surely he's got 90 something, but maybe they all do.
Yeah, they've all got over 90 stamina.
Great.
They're all very, very fit lads.
Fair enough.
And
I don't even know who the last one is, so that's not good. Who was the other one alongside Robertson?
Kimmich.
Oh yeah, Kimmich.
This is to be honest, I could probably put this at like the 50 or million FIFA point question. It's one of those where if you've seen the in-game stats, then you'll maybe know. Like, what's it?
Yeah.
Richard Buckley knew that Mark Noble had the most penalty stats in the Premier League. I gave him like Bruno, Kane, and Mark Noble and Jorginho. And he was like bang straight away, Mark Noble.
Good stat to know, to be fair.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna hazard a guess, because even if like we asked Tom on this, I don't think he'd know. I don't think many people would know the answer to this one. I'm gonna go, even though it's bait, for Kante, just because I think his stamina's got to be insanely high and near perfect.
And it was actually Darida. He's the one that you don't know, and he's got the most.
Who is it?
And that's why I put it in. He's the Czech centre mid, I think, from the Bundesliga. You would have seen him.
Okay. Wow, fair enough.
Yeah, he's got 94 stamina, and Kante's got 93. So it's, I don't know even how he's 30, and he's just 97 stamina on Darida. It's actually ridiculous. What? Yeah,
that's mad. Fair play.
The man's a runner.
Fair play.
Question number 14 would have been for 50,000 FIFA points. Which of the following FIFA 18 FUT Birthday striker cards were the highest rated? Is it A, Wayne Rooney, B, Robin Van Persie, C, Cristiano Ronaldo, or D, Andre Schürrle?
Wow. Why is Ronaldo in there? I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Schürrle, Rooney.
Is it a double bluff?
Exactly. When it's that high a question, 50k, surely it's not a double bluff.
You got to make sure what position these cards were. We're looking for the striker.
And
which was the highest rated?
Oh dear. Ronaldo right wing? Was that FIFA 18? Yeah.
FIFA 18.
That's so tough. Schürrle for birthday. Oh, it probably was because it was a throwback to.
I love this card at Chelsea. That Schürrle.
Yeah,
really
throwback to his Bundesliga striker, I would assume. I can't remember if Ronaldo was right wing. I don't know if that was that promo. It might have been. Rooney and Van Persie. I'm gonna go Van Persie.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Would have been for 50,000 FIFA points. You did believe Ronaldo was a right winger.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And you were correct in thinking that. I thought I'd just throw Ronaldo in there just to give you a bit of a doubt. Andre Schürrle was only 83 rated.
Oh wow.
And the final two strikers, one of them were 88 and one of them were 90.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, Wayne Rooney was the highest rated. He was 90 rated, and Van Persie was 88. So I thought that was a good question. I thought it was one of those that it's not that long ago.
But it's the kind of thing you just...
Yeah, it's
hard to remember.
It's hard to remember. It's hard to remember which of these.
I think the thing is with Van Persie as well, the problem with those kind of players is that all I can remember from them are like their end of era cards now. So I think like Van Persie got a 94 or something like that.
Yeah, he had a 94 end of era, which
that's all that's in my
brain.
brain.
Throws you off.
Exactly. Okay.
But it was for 50,000, so I got to.
Oh yeah, it's got to be hard.
So here's your question for 100,000 FIFA points. You do still have your phone a friend if you want to just annoy Capgun Tom.
Oh, we will.
We could even prank him, to be honest. We could say, oh, if we get this correct, we get 100,000 FIFA points, Tom.
I think we should do it. Yeah.
Which of the following Spanish players have not had a silver card on any FIFA Ultimate Team? Is it A, Rodri, B, Azpilicueta, C, Diego Costa, or D, Inaki Williams? Do you know your FIFA generations?
Which of them has not
had a silver card? So 3 of these have a silver card on a FIFA.
Well, it's safe to say I would have absolutely no clue. Like
it's one of those because obviously they've all been on the game for years and years.
I don't even think I can name one that has one for definite. What was it? Aspi, Diego Costa, Inaki Williams, and Rodri.
From Man City, the CDM.
Because I saw you do this on one of the other ones, and there are some players that are like randomly added in already as golds.
I was tempted to put David Silva into this question because he's got Silva in his name. But the thing about that was, I think
like
he was just too good.
Silva.
I think, yeah, like Bernardo.
Yeah, I genuinely would have zero clue. I wouldn't even be able to hazard a guess. It would just be no educated.
1 in 4.
Yeah. So I don't know. Should we see if Tom knows?
So we are on the final question for 100,000 FIFA points. It's never been done before. Danny Aarons did walk away. He was the closest to get here. Can we have the first FIFA Millionaire today? We do have Capcom Tom on the line to help Scott out. Hopefully he knows the answer.
Yeah. So, Luke, if I throw the question and he loses all his points, you're going to give me 12k, right?
Tom, mate, this is the devil inside of you. You don't want Scott to take away.
Wow.
You're in second place now, Tom. To be fair.
No, that's fine. I'm totally
25K.
happy with how I did. You gave me a load of football questions, so I was never going to get very far, was I?
To be fair, yeah. We'll hand it over to Scott. He can tell you the question. Let's see if you know it or not.
All right. Okay.
Are you ready, Tom? For
Yeah.
your big moment.
Come on, Scott. We can do this. We can bring it home, mate. We'll call it a team effort when you win, right?
Sure, definitely, because I definitely know the answer. That's why I'm ringing you. Here we go.
What? You already know the answer?
Yeah, definitely. Which of the following Spanish players have not had a silver card on any Ultimate Team?
No, you've got to be having me on. Not a silver card.
Yes. So, the options are Rodri,
God.
Man City Rodri, Aspi, Diego Costa, or Inaki Williams. Do you have any idea?
I'm not going to lie to you, I ain't got any clue, mate. Let's try and work it out. So it's Inaki,
Diego Costa, Aspi, and Rodri.
There's not, so 3 of them do. That's worrying because I can't
Yes.
even think of one of them that has a silver card.
Scott had the same conundrum.
Yep.
Before he called you.
I would, if I was going to guess, not that this isn't what you want to hear, but if I was going to guess, I'd immediately take Inaki off that list. I'm almost certain he'll have a silver card.
Okay.
Diego Costa, you have to think back enough because he used to be Brazilian. He wasn't always Spanish.
Yep.
And I would not be surprised. I'm pretty sure he had a silver card as well. So the question is, Aspi or Rodri? I think he changed nations at Atleti.
He definitely did that. But he definitely had a Brazilian gold card.
I have a weird feeling because I used to do a series called FIFA Through the Years where I used to look at cards like this. And Costa would have been one of those ones that was just like really in top form when I was doing the series, so he would have definitely been on. And I have a weird feeling that he has a bronze card on like FIFA, you know, FIFA 09 where it's like, or no, FIFA 10 where it's like the square card with the cut out corners.
Yeah. But
But
then
he might not have a silver.
Did he jump?
Rodri was Atletico, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Before he was Man City.
I don't even remember seeing Rodri like past last year, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, he's a totally forgettable Spanish player. I mean, that's the problem with this. They all are.
Yeah.
It's for 100,000 FIFA. I can't make it easy, can I, Tom?
You could make it possible, though.
This is doable. I knew some of these.
Did you?
Yep. That's why I wrote the question.
Fair.
Aspi. Aspi's been around for a long time, hasn't he?
Ages, yes.
Ages.
So it's Diego Costa.
So is Diego Costa. Where did Aspi even play before Chelsea?
I don't know.
Mate, I'm not gonna try and make you say any of these because I have absolutely not a clue. Anything I say right now is a complete guess.
Right.
If there was a gun to your head, though.
Yeah.
If there was a gun to my head,
What would you say?
the fact that I'm thinking about that Costa bronze card probably means it's going to be that, because Luke will go, Costa, he actually had a bronze card, but he never had a silver card, and he went past that, and he went straight to, I feel like that's probably what it's going to turn out to be, because Luke's got a sick sense of humour. It's always some, like, weird little, oh, look at this little nugget of information I can drop after they've got the question wrong. So that would probably be my guess, but realistically, I don't have a clue. Why didn't you give him one of the questions, mate? Why didn't you give him one of the questions where it's like, how many hundreds of special cards has this player had over the last 12 years? Like that's as ridiculous as this. In fact, I don't know which one's more ridiculous, this type of question or that type of question.
I definitely knew there was two here, so it's down to a 50-50 straight away if I was answering this question. Yeah.
Yeah, great. What would you narrow it down to then in 50-50?
No, you've got to go with something else. I can't be any more. I've even told you that obviously there's three with a silver card, to be fair, but I knew that two of them definitely did.
That isn't any information.
That's not even a clue at all, Luke.
It's not a clue.
It's like I knew that like these cards had silvers, so that's, you know.
That means literally nothing.
I'm not going to help you on 100,000 people. I'm not going to go, there you go.
I know, but
I'm not going to lie.
Don't pretend
Scott,
that.
I think you should just full send it, mate. Like you do with everything in life, and full send.
At the end of the day, it's a 1 in 4.
It's a 1 in 4, so even if you're wrong, at least you've given yourself the chance of being right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And it would be your fault if it's wrong. So we could
That's
pin
fine.
it on you.
I can take that. That's fine. Come to
Diego
my levels.
Costa.
What? Final answer?
Let's do it.
Oh my god, this guy's a psycho.
You could have done the 50,000 like Danny Aaron's did.
Nah.
I can't even wait for Luke to read it out. I'm looking at it on Footbit right now.
Don't do that.
Anarchy Williams did have a silver card. Surely that one, everyone knows that. That was the right winger from Bilbao, and he had an
Oh
inform,
yeah, I do remember that
silver.
now. Yeah.
Rodri did have a silver card. I think it was at Real Vallecano, maybe. It was 70 rated.
Wow.
Quite a while ago. That's probably the hard one to remember that he had a silver.
Yeah.
Now, is it the old Chelsea? Well,
No,
not
I don't
anymore,
want
Diego
this
Costa.
spoiled for me, so I'm gonna jump out now and watch it in the video. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You're a madman.
Well, that's good for the video because now we can. When Tom watches the video and you lose the question.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So we basically just pranked him. He's going to be here for the next week and a half thinking that you're potentially going to win 100,000 FIFA points, but
Oh, that's great.
joke's on you, Tom.
That's worked out perfectly.
Unfortunately, the correct answer was Azpilicueta, and that's probably what Tom's seen, that he got it wrong and he's run away.
I wondered that. I hope he hasn't.
Decent.
I hope he didn't check.
I think he did check. I think he has checked, and that's why he's run away, because he feels guilty now.
And he knows.
And we won't tell him. We won't tell him that he's lost Scott
Of course.
all those FIFA points.
Yeah, he's lost me. Wow.
We'll let him find out in a week's time.
That's disgraceful.
Yeah, I think that was a rather. I knew Diego Costa and Anarchy Williams had the cards because when people do like nation change videos,
Yeah.
they always put the silver Diego Costa that had the Brazil flag on.
Did he not have a gold Brazil card? I swear
He might
I
have,
swear
but
he
I
did.
definitely have.
I'm gonna check
definitely
right now.
seen. We can check now. We've finished off.
We have. I swear it was a thing.
He might have. I think he did actually have a Brazil gold card as well.
FIFA 12.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do just remember the Brazil Atletico silver Diego Costa.
I don't remember that.
It's weird though because he went from a 75 to a 74, then back up to a gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the first FIFA that I properly played as well, but I don't ever remember that card.
Yeah, as Azpilicueta had like 3 or 4 75 rated golds in a row. So
Right. And he
that could
changed
have very
position
easily,
a ton of times as well. He's been at centre back, left back,
Yeah.
and right back.
Yeah, he's been all over the spot.
I
but
can't believe I forgot that Inaki William card used to terrorise people. That was a really good one. I should have remembered that, but I genuinely, no one surely knows that Rodri card. Unless you're a fan of their teams or him, then no.
I think if you can remember that Azpilicueta's never had a silver card, that's probably, if you do it the other way round.
I mean, if you know that, then yeah, you've got the answer.
Well done. You get 100,000 FIFA points if you know that. Yeah, you've done rather well, Scott. I think the board's question, the 50-50 definitely messed you up a little bit.
That's so unfortunate.
And that happens. But
I can't completely blame that because
if you knew Lukaku or Mertens,
I just wasn't sure on Lukaku. That was the problem. If I knew him even without Mertens, obviously I would have gone for 8. So that's just my gap in knowledge for whatever reason, somehow not knowing that. But it's a shame because of, like you say, the order of the questions. I did know,
the ones after.
Quite a few after that, which is a shame, but that's the way it goes.
Anyway, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you do go over to Scott's channel, drop him a sub if you haven't already, drop a like and sub to this channel as well, and see you soon. Bye!